What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Rambling Garage. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Pertronix HEI conversion systems. We're going to be putting another one in our Rambler here. I already have one in the car. Yeah, I actually just took it out. It is the Ignitor 1, which is just a straight replacement. The Ignitor 2 offers a little stronger spark, I think, and then the Ignitor 3 is stronger spark and a spark-induced rev limiter of sorts. So we have a 5,000 RPM red line in this AMC, the 327. I think it's actually like 5,200 with the cam that I have in it, somewhere around there. But we're going to put the red line at 5,000 because we're never going to be above there. Anyways, the out-of-the-box red line on this guy, and just so you guys can see what we're replacing, is it's literally just this, replacing your points and condenser. The out-of-the-box red line is 5,500 RPMs. You can set this outside of the car, so I'm going to use a little Milwaukee M12 battery, and we're going to set it to 5,000 RPMs, and then we're going to install it in the car. So I will show you guys how to do that right now. Alright guys, so we have the instructions here that I'm going to be reading to you guys as I go through it. We have the Ignitor 1. This is just the points and condenser replacement. You just put it right in, and it's got this magnetic ring that goes on the bottom of the rotor. The Ignitor 3 does not use a magnetic ring like that, so we're going to see how that's different here. But we're going to set that aside. I have somebody that's going to take that one off my hands along with the coil, and we're going to set this one. So I have a M12 battery with at least a little juice on it. We have a negative on the left here and positive on the right. So I should be able to, in theory, just kind of shove those in there since they're getting cut anyways. Ideally, we have a little jumper and some different wiring, but this should work. And as you see there, we have some blinking. See that it's on. So the Pertronix instructions here say that when voltage is applied to the Ignitor 3, turn the dial completely clockwise and then turn it completely counterclockwise. The LED will flash a pattern of one long pulse and one short pulse, then off for 2 seconds. This means that the rev limiter is disabled. So let's do that. We're going to do clockwise and then counterclockwise. So with the small Phillips head screwdriver, we're just going to take this, put it in there. It's all the way clockwise, all the way counterclockwise. So just did one long and one short, and it was off for 2 seconds. One long, one short, off for 2 seconds. Okay, so now it says that the dial can be turned in small adjustments in either direction to tell until the setting is desired. So we're going to go for 5,000 RPMs. We're going to go, it's going to do about a half a turn there. So it's about 4,500 RPMs if you look at this. So long pulse, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 is indicating thousands. I'm going to watch that again without talking. That looked more like 6,400 to me. Well, let's set this all the way back. It starts at 4,000, so we'll start about there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5,100. We're going to settle at 5,100. We're going to be okay with that. So to set it, you're going to allow it to flash 3 times, and then you're going to power it down, and then we'll go install it. Alright, in here, I also obviously have the cap off. The rotor is off. We're going to put a new rotor in. Keep the old cap. This is a plate that comes with the kit. There's just 2 screws that hold it on here. Mine aren't tightened all the way, but you'll put those 2 on. And then we're going to have 2 more screws that hold on the igniter. So we'll put that on here shortly. I'm letting it run through the code sequence again real quick. So we'll tighten these down, put it in there. We're also going to run through, there's a grommet in the back here. We're going to run the wires through there. Then you won't be able to tell it's even there. And just like that, we're in. We ran the wires in the back through a little rubber grommet. Kind of hard to see back there. I don't think you can see it, but they come out the bottom. Now we just need to cut them to length and use the provided, use those guys there. So it does come with a new rubber grommet there, but we already have one back there, so I won't be swapping that out. Other than that, I think it looks good. The wires kind of wrap around there, but they don't come close to any of the movements there, so I think we should be okay. Ready to put the rotor on and then the cap back on. So we'll do that, and then we'll get the coil in here. I did go with a Flamethrower 3 coil, so it's got like 40,000 volts and it's an ohm and a half or something. So that'll be replacing my Flamethrower 1 coil. So that's that. Let's get the rotor back on. Well, jumping forward a little bit, you can see that we have the engine together here. I have some wire cleanup to do back there, just a little bit, but we have our positive to the positive side of the coil, or is that the negative? That might be the negative, but black wire to the negative, positive to the red, or red to the positive, and everything's installed. The only difference is you can see the icon on the coil a little bit. You could rotate that if you wanted to, so you don't want people to know that you had HEI if you cared. And obviously the cap back there just looks exactly the same. So we zoom out and everything looks good. So we're going to do a little startup video now. It's a recycled video that you've probably seen already, but that is starting with the Pertronix Ignitor 3 and the Flamethrower 3 coil. Alright guys, so there you have it. That's the install on our, that's a Delco Distributor, so GM style distributor on an AMC 327. Install should be the same for most of you GM guys. Really simple, start to finish is like 15 minutes. That's including crimping the wires and just organizing everything, which I guess have a little bit more to do back there. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them below. Super simple install, and we now have a rev limiter, spark rev limiter, and a fuel cutoff rev limiter in the Sniper there. So a little bit of best of both worlds. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll see you in the next video.